This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is straight talk, leads to straight understanding.
I have been talking all this time and nobody can hear me. So we're about to have straight talk, at least straight understanding. My name is Sean Bolden, Sean B. Pardon me for doing all that talking. Thank you, Mike, for bringing to my attention that we was mute. I appreciate you. Well, what I was saying when I was muted was that there's a lot of subjects to be talked about today. Yesterday, I had a panel that I was on with Real Precious and the men's panel, and we was talking about the Black woman experience, and there's a lot that I can chime in on about that we spoke about. Secondly, I had a guest that said she was going to join me today. I'm gonna see if she joins me because I've been giving some I would think good advice, but she said she would join me, so I'm about to see what's going on there. I was just finna say, is it me? I can't hear you. Yes, it is not you. It was me. Pardon my technical difficulties. Pardon my age. I'm getting old, so a lot of time I do not even realize that I'm having technical difficulties. So thank you, Mike Quick. Thank you, Smooth Art, Sheila, for helping me out. And here we are. So as I was saying, there's a couple of things. If y'all want to join me, I'm going to put in a link. Y'all can join me because I don't like talking to myself, even though I will, because I'm a Gemini, so I can talk. I'm kind of dual. I got duality. I get it from my mama too. She's in the building. She's sharing the space with me, and we're having a good time talking. But anyway, we're gonna talk about something today. She says hello to everybody. So let me see if I can get my guest on the line because she said that she will join me and talk about some of the things that she's been challenged with that I might have been helping her out with. All right. So I when I was talking with her earlier and I was giving some what I would call sound advice, she said, "Yeah, I appreciate it." And I said, "Well, if you appreciate it, come online. Seeing that you ain't paying me, maybe this internet can give me some badges and some support and some cash apps or something." But anyway, like, share, subscribe. Take the time to like. Take the time to share this video so we can get some people in here to talk with us. Take the time to subscribe. I thank you in advance. Blessings to you all. All right, so where are you at, my guest? Where are you at? I'm trying to call you now. Let's see if my guest answers. My guest promised me she will be on live with me tonight. Let's see if my guest is going to join me. Guest, are you going to answer your telephone? Guest, are you going to answer your call? I am on the phone right now with my guest, but anyway, if she doesn't pick up, we're going to keep it going. One, two, three. No guest. She didn't pick up, so. All right, we change the subject. We're going to change the subject. We're going to move right along. So today's subject, Diddy this, Diddy that, Diddy. Won't stop, can't stop, won't, get it. This is Diddy. I'm tired of talking about Diddy, but I did get a couple of phone calls about Diddy today. I did see an interview with Jaguar Wright, and I was going to speak on it. As a matter of fact, I want to start presenting some videos to y'all and speaking on them again, but I just haven't taken the time to put the videos in the SKU so that we can watch them. So I'm going to see if I can find them. Or if I'm gonna find a different video if I can't find them, and we're gonna talk about a video today. But the video that was on, it was Piers Morgan, I believe is his name. He was interviewing Jaguar White, right? Vlad, and the lawyer from Texas who has been representing a lot of lawyers. I forget her name. And they all made some valid points. Big up to my man LaMonica who put me on to the interview. Basically, Jaguar came out and made some real interesting statements, and her viewpoints are always very revealing, very entertaining, very animated. But she was less animated emotionally and very precise on what she was speaking about. She was speaking very articulately. I hope that's a word. She was speaking very clearly, very calmly, very composed, and she made some very interesting points regarding Diddy, regarding Sean Combs, regarding quite a few others, but those two specifically she kept on going back to. Then we had Vlad who followed her, and he spoke. Big up to Pierce, who gave them the opportunity to just speak their piece separately while it was all uh, put together in one interview. So it spoke separately, and Vlad first came on and just nixed everything and said, she's crazy, basically, in other words. And then he said his point of view. Then we had the lawyer who came in and basically discredited what Vlad did to Jaguar and saying that he should be the last person trying to throw shade on somebody's point of view when his point of view as an interviewer was that of a culture vulture, and it was known for being that within this community, within our community. And so therefore, he should be the last one throwing stones. These are my words, I'm not quoting, at others when in fact he is just as guilty. So the points that was being made were very intriguing. It was a very good conversation. If you want to go look at Pierce Morgan's interview with Jaguar Vlad and the lawyer, and you will be thoroughly entertained. So with that being said, I'm tired of Diddy. We ain't gonna get into Diddy. Diddy did it. Diddy didn't. Diddy. I'm tired of Diddy. I've been speaking about Diddy for the last week and a half, ever since his indictment and he got locked up. Yo, what Diddy did is what Diddy do. And quite frankly, I don't put nothing past no one. I've been in this industry and there's nothing. I just spoke with my man Mars, big up to him. And I was telling him, yo, I'm not shocked about anything I hear. Can I say that I have witnessed any of the things that are being rumored? No. But am I shocked about what's been going on? No. So I'm not going to get into Diddy. If you want to ask me a question, feel free to leave it in the comment and I will answer all questions. I will tell you my perspective on anything you want to know regarding Diddy or the industry or my experiences in it. But at this point, I'm not going to devote too much more time and energy. Now, fast forward, moving forward. Last night, we had an argument. No, I'm just joking. But last night, I was on The Real Precious. And the subject was the Black woman experience. And what I said in my final thoughts, I said, Black women, here's what it is. We cherish you. We think that you're wonderful beings. We think that you have a lot of power, a lot of potential, a lot of great things. But a lot of times you relinquish it. You relinquish your authority over to silly men that you like. And I emphasize the word silly because you choose silly when in fact there are reasonable men that you could like. They're boring. They are so many other things that are negative, so you don't embrace them. But yet, the silly ones you'll embrace and relinquish your authority. Similar to in the Bible story, how the brother, I want to say, Joseph did it, Jacob did it to Jacob did it, and he got his rights taken away because he was just in such a state of hunger that he didn't care. He didn't care what the future would bring. He just wanted food now. And I feel like that's often how women, you relinquish your authority and don't care about the future, only care about what you feel right in the moment. And that moment can last and have consequences that are throughout the rest of your lives. So I said to the ladies that you are wonderful. We love you. But one, you got to stop lying to yourselves. That's the consensus that we all came up with. Women, y'all lie to each other. Often. Not all. Of course, not all. And those lies, when you say, oh, girl, you look good. Oh, that's so cute. And then you'll go ahead and we'll be like, oh, I don't know what she wearing that for. Behind her, that's lying. When you say, for example, don't worry about it, girl, it'll be all right. Knowing doggone well it won't be all right, or that it should be some concern or worry, you're lying. That's just a little example. But the point is that we may collectively on the panel, 2 women, 3 men, 4 men, I believe, was if we stop lying to ourselves, we won't be looked at as delusional, and some of the problems that we're facing might be able to get resolved. So I say that to say it's not just women, but we were speaking about women experience, the Black woman experience specifically. And I will say that if we stop lying to each other, or ladies, that y'all stop lying to each other, because the men, they already part of the game. They lying trying to get them cookies. And if they're cute enough to you, you will give it to them. That's the relinquishing of the authority that you do have, the power that you do have, that you relinquish for a silly, cute guy who's sitting there lying to you and won't recognize a guy who's telling you the truth, who's sitting there, will be in your corner, will protect you, but you don't want that because he doesn't excite you. It's not about exciting you, it's about protecting you. And so when we learn that, when you're able to get direction, you'll be able to get correction. And when you're able to get correction, you'll be able to embrace the protection. But if somebody is to provide protection, you have to be willing to take direction and correction. All right? For somebody to be able to provide protection, you have to be able to take direction and correction. I'll leave it there. All right. So with that being said, that's kind of what we were speaking about and my takeaway. Now, when I say, woman, you are amazing beings, woman, you are the essence of this earth, woman, without you, there could be none. I also didn't say this, but I meant to say it. Men, without you, you're the essence of this world too. Women's job on this earth is to lend balance to a man. You heard me? I'll say it again. Women, your job on this earth is to lend balance to a man. Now, before y'all get on me and want to curse me out and want to send me hate mail, men, your jobs on this earth is to lend balance to women. I'll say it again. Men, your jobs on this earth are to lend balance to women. All right? Women, your job is to lend balance to men. Men, your job is to lend balance to women. Now, what that all means is that women, you are not the prize. No, you're not. Women, you're not the prize. I always start with the women because they say ladies first. But men, you are not the prize. Men, you are not the prize. The prize is when we come together and a successful relationship is created. The prize is a successful relationship with one another. Men, you are not the prize. Women, you are not the prize. The prize is the relationship that's formed between us when the woman is doing her job, which is lending balance to a man's life, and the man is doing his job, which is lending balance to a woman's life. So that's my take. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. We need to lend balance to one another, which starts with trusting one another. We don't trust each other. Right now, you go out, people don't trust nobody but themselves. If you can only trust yourself, you will wind up being very controlling. Miss me with that. You're into God and it's just about me and God and I trust God. Because if you only are trusting God, then you're not trusting God. Let me explain. If you're only trusting God, then you're not trusting God. The reason being is because God uses other people. And if you cannot trust other people that God sends to you, you're not trusting God. If you cannot hear other people that God sends to speak to you through them, you're not listening to God. So all of that, it's just me and God. If God is not bringing you, you know the old story. You get stranded, a person got stranded on the island, and he said, God, please save me, please save me. And God sent over a red boat. Oh God, please save me, please save. No, a post passes and say, hey, you need any help? And you say, no, God is going to send it. And then it passes. It goes, okay, have a good day. And then another boat passes. You need any help? No, God is going to help me. I believe God is going to help me. Boat leaves. Okay. Then you wind up dying. You're dead. And you go to heaven. And you say, God, what happened? I prayed to you. I said I was waiting for your help. And you didn't send me any help. What do you mean? And God said, I sent you 2 boats. You didn't want to get on them. The moral of the story is, if you are not trusting, if you're saying you trust God, but yet when God brings something that might not be to your liking or might not be to your understanding and you dismiss it, you're not being faithful to God. You're sitting there saying, oh, God will wait. God will have. No, God is already there. Y'all know footprints. You thinking God wasn't there when it was one set of prints in the sand. No, God was carrying you. You just didn't realize it because you were so weak. He carried you. Well, all that to say is that stop saying you have such faith in God when in fact you are not in tune or trying to be in tune with what God might be sending you, saying to you, or using somebody else to get to you or get across to you. All right. So if y'all got any questions before I break out, because I'm not going to keep this long, I'm going to make it short. My mother's in the room. We're going to try and hang out a little. If y'all got any questions, please feel free to speak it. If y'all got any questions for future shows, feel free to speak it. Yes, I am very passionate. I was just speaking with my daughter. Here's something that happens, and I just identify. A lot of times when you're passionate, we speak passionate, men speak passionate. We use volume in our voices. We use our language and you'll say, stop yelling at me. When in fact, we're not really yelling. I say this all the time. I get passionate and I raise my voice like I'm about right now. And sometimes there's offense taken and they're like, why are you yelling at me? And I'm like, yo, I ain't yelling at you. Yes, you are. You're yelling at me. You're sensitive to tones. And I go like this. This is yelling. See the difference? That's yelling. Upstairs can hear me yelling. Me being passionate, next door can hear me being passionate. Down the street, they won't hear that. But if I yell, they will. So understanding that you're sensitive to tones and volume might help out to where you don't take offense when somebody is just passionate. And where you feel they're yelling at you when in fact they're just speaking to you passionately. So I say that to all people, but I'm speaking specifically to my ladies because that's where I get it from most often when they mistake yelling from passion or passion from yelling. No, I am not yelling. There's a big difference. If I want to yell, I know how to yell, and people down the street will hear me yell. If I'm talking passionately, I'm talking with a little bit more volume, or I'm talking to be heard, that is not yelling. And what I did realize, and this was, I have a conversation with my daughter Zai earlier today, is that when we get passionate, sometimes it invokes fear. It invokes intimidation. Be honest about it. Don't lie to yourself about it. If you get afraid because of our tone, because of your past experiences, whatever it is that might make you feel that way, express that because we can understand it better and we can tone it down in order to not be intimidating or fearful. But don't let your pride, I ain't afraid of nothing. Nah, you just yelling at me. That will cause conflict and combat. And we don't need to be combative towards one another. But this is where it's rooted because you're not understanding that a person isn't yelling at you. You're getting offended. And then when they bring it to you, you get defensive and say, I'm not offended. You're just yelling at me. When in fact, there's a big difference between us yelling, this is yelling, and us speaking with passion or speaking with value. All right. So when they say that shit is about to get, I just saw a comment over here. I wasn't able to read it, but just know the difference, ladies. Know the difference, people. And with that being said, I'm about to break out of here. I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go chill with my moms because I'm tired of counseling and giving advice. And no, it's not me giving my opinion. It's usually me giving my observation. That's a whole nother thing that we can get on another time. Observation versus opinion. My opinion is a lot different than what I observe and I share with you. So just that can be true to a lot of other people. I don't know if it's true to you, but it's true to me, and it's a difference. All right. So with that being said, my name is Sean Bolden, wearing the wise hat. Sean B, however you know me, please share, please like, please subscribe. I thank you in advance. If you feel free to bless me and bless the show, feel free to send in the Cash App. Feel free to, by any means, subscribe, send the Cash App, send a badge or whatever you would like, and I appreciate it in advance. I thank you in advance. Big up to my people in East New York. Big up to my people in California. Big up to my people in Brooklyn. Big up to my people in the world. Big up to my moms in the other room. Big up to my family members, my daughter, and big up to my partners. But the biggest big up, the big up to the Lord himself, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. However you know your Lord and Savior. But big up to the Lord because he did so many things and doing so many things in our life that we need to be grateful for, that we need to be thankful for, and that I appreciate us to being able to have this conversation. Because I woke up this morning and I'm appreciative to my Lord about that. I'm able to yell, get compassionate, to have arguments, to have people dislike me, to have people love me. Thanks to my Lord. So big up to my Lord. Big up to your Lord. Big up to everyone that has chimed in. I appreciate you. Share this. Next week, we will have a topic. I will have a guest. I will have a video. This is Straight Talk, Leave Straight Understanding. Also, catch me on The Real Precious. We do that Wednesdays at about 6:15 Pacific Standard Time, 9:15 Eastern. Always a great man's panel, and women, you are welcome to join us as well. Great discussions that we usually have. Straight Talk, Leave Straight Understanding. This is what I do here. It is every Thursday as of right now. I might extend it or change it a little. I will keep you posted. But right now, every Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for joining me. My name is Sean Bolden, Sean B. Peace, deuces, love, unity to all. All right. You want to talk about the industry? Let me know. You want to talk about relationships? I'm not a therapist, but things I can say can be therapeutic. I say it all the time, and I share it with you. I also receive the therapy by listening. With faith, you have no worries. Be faithful, worry-free. Have a great night. Have a great evening. Love you all. Peace. And
This is Straight Talk, lead to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is Straight Talk, lead to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is Straight Talk, lead to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is Straight Talk, lead to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. This is Straight Talk, lead to straight understanding.
Straight talk.
STSU. is straight talk.